What's up, desktoppers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back with another video. And today I'm doing my wrap up of a prejudging from the 2021 New York Pro for the 212s, the Classic Physique, and the Wellness as well. So this is part one. Part two will contain the men's open bodybuilding, which is coming in a couple of hours from now. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to wrap up basically the top four from the 212s, which was John Jewett, Nathan Epler, Noel Adame, and Derik Oslan. That was the final call out. We had John Jewett and Nathan Epler in the middle. So from left to right, Derik Oslan, Nathan Epler, John Jewett, and then Noel Adame on the far right. So let's go pose by pose, and we'll start with a front double bicep. When I look at the overall pose, it's actually pretty close between all these guys because, you know, they all have their different strengths and weaknesses. I mean, in terms of the midsection, I don't think John Jewett looks the best there. Derik Oslan as well. It doesn't actually look the best there. He looks like he's got a little bit of a bloat there just as he's doing that front double bicep, but he still has those freaky proportions, you know, with the flaring quads, small waist, and then the wider shoulders. So that one's actually pretty close between all of these guys, to be honest. I don't think Noel Adame is winning this pose, although his legs are enormous. I think this one probably goes to Nathan Epler or John Jewett. Let's move on to the front lat spread. Now, this one, I really like Nathan Epler on this one. He's got the details through the chest, which I think looks awesome. But also, you can make a case as well for Noel Adame. He's got the biggest quads up there, which just look absolutely freaky. He's in great condition, really missing nothing on his upper body either. So I'd probably give that one to Noel Adame or Nathan Epler. And then the side chest, I think this one looks phenomenal on Nathan Epler as well, but also Noel Adame, he looks crazy as well when you look at that leg from the side. Also, John Jewett, from the waist down, his legs look phenomenal because he's got that hanging hamstring as well. But I think upper body wise, Nathan Epler probably looks the best on this one, so I'd probably give that one to him. The back double bicep. Now, John Jewett looks like he's filled out a little bit in his back this week. Also, you can tell from the waist down as well, he's a little bit thicker through those legs. So I'd probably give this one to John Jewett, but also Nathan Epler looks pretty damn amazing, and Noel Adame looks very good on this. He's got the most developed glutes in that top four as well. Then the back lat spread, I'd say Nathan Epler probably wins this over John Jewett. Just his back seems a little bit wider. Also, his torso is a little bit longer as well, which makes his waist appear a bit smaller and his shoulders to appear wider. So I'd give that one to Nathan Epler over John Jewett. Moving into the side tricep, Nathan Epler wins this over John Jewett for sure, but Noel Adame on the far right looks crazy on this as well. So that one's actually pretty tight, I think, between Noel Adame and Nathan Epler, with John Jewett just not able to, I suppose, pull his front shoulder back far enough and create that sort of illusion of a really small waist and wide shoulders. Then we move on to the ab and thigh. This one's pretty close. I might give this one to John Jewett over Nathan Epler, just because John Jewett's waist is just cinched in so much here. It's pretty damn close though, so I wouldn't complain with who really won this pose. Derik Oslan on the far left. This is a nice one for him as well. He's got probably the best set of abs up there. Very flaring quads, so maybe I'd even give that one to Derik Oslan. Or, you know, maybe he doesn't quite have the conditioning compared to these other guys, but he's pretty damn close, so I might give that one to Derik Oslan. Then the most muscular, hands on hips. John Jewett looks fantastic in this pose. I think that he probably just edges out this one, but then you look at the delts of Nathan Epler, which are pretty damn impressive, and he's in great condition too. So that one's pretty damn close, but I can see that Nathan Epler is standing slightly further forward than John Jewett. So in photos and video, they can give a huge illusion that, you know, he's actually a lot bigger. So I'm not sure how it actually looked in person. And then we move on to the second most muscular, where that one's pretty tight between all these guys, to be honest. And you're sort of splitting hairs between them all in this one. So that one's really close. I don't know who's going to win out of that 212. Let me know in the comments below. Who do you have? Do you have Nathan Epler, John Jewett, Noel Adame, or do you have Derik Oslan? So let me know in the comments below on that. But let's move on to the Classic Physique. And it came down to two guys. Dani Younan on the left, Zeek Andrews on the right. And really, when you see these guys on stage, I mean, Dani Younan sort of has the polish. He takes his time on his poses. He's very composed on stage, takes, sort of like that Sean Roden way that he used to pose on stage. Very controlled, very relaxed. Zeek Andrews is, I'd say, he's probably the opposite of that. He poses really hard, but he's a little bit fidgety on stage. So I think he just needs to slow down a little bit. He's got great conditioning. He's harder than Dani Younan, in my opinion, but the spot where Dani Younan really improved is his back. His back double bicep is definitely thicker than Zeek Andrews, and that was sort of a knock on him for years. And for Dani Younan to be compared with someone for the win and actually be winning the back shots, I think is a big deal for Dani. So I think Dani looks really good here. Could he be a little bit dry, a little bit crisper? Yeah. But I think that he's just too polished, and I think he'll probably take out this Classic Physique title, but it is close. So moving on to the wellness, and we've got Yarishna Ayala and Angela Borges, who were the top two from Pittsburgh Pro, battling out once again. So we've got Angela on the left and Yarishna on the right, and it's really, really close. I mean, I prefer probably Yarishna from the front and the side, just because she's got that sort of harder, more muscular upper body, but I don't know what the judges are actually after in terms of that. She does have slightly thicker legs as well, so overall she's just a more muscular person than Angela, but Angela's got the really cinched waist where it almost goes into like a vacuum, which I think is pretty impressive in itself, and then her glutes flare right out. From the back, I'd say Angela. Probably from the front and the side, I'd say Yarishna. So it's a really, really close one. Yarishna also has the abs that are, just pop a little bit more, and Angela more has that vacuum sort of effect. So it depends what you sort of like in terms of wellness. I like them both. I mean, they both look amazing in their own sort of way. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Who do you have out of Yarishna and Angela? So that's it for this video. Guys, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified when all my videos from the 2021 New York Pro go live on this channel. So I'm going to have a wrap up and review of the prejudging from a men's open bodybuilding going up a few hours after this one. So you got to make sure you are subscribed. If you guys like and appreciate this content, please give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button as well. It really does help out the channel. So let me know what you think on all these classes. John Jewett, Nathan Epler, Noel Adame or Derik Oslan in the 212s. Classic Physique, do you have Zeek Andrews or Dani Younan? And in wellness, do you have Yarishna or Angela? Let me know in the comments. So that's it for me. For Xavier Wills, Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.